Hey everyone, this is Kat. I'd like to go over this passage over here in Exodus. For me, it was Moses who had cast down the rod before Pharaoh, not Aaron. But Mandela effects aside, this is still a good passage to look at. And the Lord had spoken unto Moses and Aaron, saying, If Pharaoh speak unto you, saying, Show a miracle for you, and thou shalt say unto Aaron, Take thy rod, and cast it down before Pharaoh, and it shall be turned into a serpent. Then went Moses and Aaron unto Pharaoh, and did even as the Lord had commanded. And Aaron cast forth his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it was turned into a serpent. Then Pharaoh called for the wise men and sorcerers, and those charmers also of Egypt did in like manner with their enchantments, where they cast down every man his rod, and they were turned into serpents. But Aaron's rod devoured their rods. So Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he hearkened not to them, as the Lord had said. And the reason I bring this passage up is because quite often there can be two things that look very similar, but are indeed very different. They have a different source behind them, though they share a similarity. Often, though, because Christians are so busy looking for evil, so busy being scared of all the evil things that are out in the world, I've been guilty of this too, not gonna lie to you all, we often will miss it when God does something good, because we're so busy looking for all the bad. And it's not that we shouldn't be discerning of things that are evil, but rather, we should be actively taking every single thing to God in prayer, instead of assuming that everything is purely satanic. What we see here is God turned a staff into a serpent, and the Pharaoh's magicians were able to copy that. They each had a different source behind them when they did. One of the biggest problems with Christianity today is I feel like if Jesus were to come here and turn water into wine today, everybody would say it's Satan's work, instead of looking and seeing the miracle that God just performed. Again, just because something might look suspicious does not necessarily mean that it is. The Mandela effect is pretty similar, actually. Think about it. The changes to the Bible are purely satanic. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But what if? What if some of the other changes in reality were created by Jesus? And we're so busy looking at the evil changes that we're not looking for what God is actually doing. God is trying to show us something, and we're ignoring that. God gave Chanel and Brandt a message all about what we were all missing, and we just try to kick them out, call them wolves, call them things that they're not, and treat them like dirt beneath our feet. God gave Chanel and Brandt the puzzle pieces to this entire Mandela effect scenario. We just have to listen to what they have to say and put those pieces together as well and bring back more confirmations. There are enough patterns within the changes that we can put together this puzzle, and not enough people want to do that. The belief that all of the Mandela effects in reality are from Satan is false. Now, does it all look the same? Yeah, it does. But just like God turned a staff into a serpent, and the magicians were able to mimic that, God is changing things in our reality, and so is Satan. there are two sides that are currently changing our reality. Just because it looks the same does not mean it has the same source. I will see everybody in the next video. Thank you for watching.